Team Eagles International. And as a team, we believe in providing basic knowledge about cryptocurrency, and also not only providing basic knowledge, to provide you the skills that you need to use to make sure that you can perfectly and profoundly build an amazing income with Royal Q to make good results. And so, okay. Wow, I'm there right now. So now I'll be sharing my screen. I'll be sharing my screen, and I'll be playing a short video. And this short video will be talking about the future of crypto. And this short video will give you a deep understanding of what should we expect. This is one of the incredible areas that I believe in from my mentors. That is one.
Recycle. So Tyler analysis is about supply cut. Tyler analysis had 3 halvings every 4 years. You should really have a wholesome, fairly hating on tech.
Line here, line there, lines everywhere.
There are so many different indicators out there that eventually you'll find a line that fits your narrative, which can only consist of 3 things. The price will pump, the price is going to dump, or the price is going to bounce around and go sideways. Now, I'm not necessarily hating on technical analysis. There are some good ones out there, but you should really have a wholesome view of the crypto markets. You should have a technical person you follow, have a fundamental person you follow, and have a Tyler person you follow, because Tyler analysis is some of the best in the game. So what exactly is Tyler analysis? Well, Bitcoin is based on cycles due to something called the halving, where the supply of Bitcoin emitted to the miners is cut in half every 4 years. We've had 3 halvings every 4 years since Bitcoin has been created so far, from 50 BTC per block to 25 to 12.5 to, as of today, just 6.25 BTC per block. Thus, the scarcity of Bitcoin becomes very apparent due to this supply cut and shock to the markets that kicks off a price discovery cycle. So, Tyler analysis is about cycles, and Bitcoin cycles usually last around 4 years. 3 supply cuts equals 3 4-year cycles, and 2 of those have already happened, and we are currently in the midst of our 3rd one. Under halfway there, with an estimated 947 days until we reach the next halving around May 9th of 2024. Now, each of these cycles have been different, not exactly the same, but they do share many similarities. But this cycle is sharing similarities most like the one that included 2013. The biggest similarity is in the last year of the cycle, there was a big old bear crash, a big old freaking bear trap, which happened around the same time of the year. Pulling out that cycle's chart of 2013, we can see Bitcoin had a big run up, just around $13 at the beginning of the year, which ran up to $230 by April 9th, 2013. And then that bear trap smacked the hopium right down to the ground. BTC crashed to around 66 bucks near 3 months later, in early July, the 6th to be exact. This was a crash and price drawdown of over 71%. Now, let's just take a look at what happened this year. Bitcoin started the year just under 20K and ran up to 64K by, wait for it, April 13th, 2021, just 4 days away from the peak in 2013, April 9th. And then, like clockwork, the big old bear trap smacked our hopium down once again. BTC crashed from 64K down to a low of 29,800, a crash and burn of just over 53%. When did this low happen? July 20th, 2021, just 14 days away from the low in 2013, which was on July 6th. Just how convenient are those dates? And the drawdowns are pretty close too. But some of you may be saying, but Tyler, that is still 18% away. 2013 crashed by 71%. Well, you guys need to realize that as time goes on, Bitcoin gets less volatile. The time in between those two cycles, 2013 to 2021, is 8 years. Bitcoin isn't going to pump as much, which is seen from the starting point in the Januaries to the April highs. 2013, BTC went from $13 to $130 in between that time, a 17.6x. And then 2021, BTC went from about 20K to 64K, just a 3.2x. Thus, a smaller crash into the last year of this cycle's go-around just makes frickin' tellin' sense.
I'm friggin' telling!
You know what else I'm friggin' telling you? We are about to go on another run, a parabolic one, because the more things change, the more they stay the same.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Expanding out the 2013 chart, we can see the price pushed up from that July $66 low, and into early September it peaked near $130, a pump of nearly 97%. But then by the end of the month, there was a big event that happened that dropped it under $100, a crash of 23%. What was the reason for this crash? There was a FUD storm that hit the markets. The Silk Road, the online marketplace for buying drugas, got seized by the US government officials, and it officially went down.
Ross Ulbricht went on trial today. The jury will decide a case that could impact the future of internet privacy.
The markets panicked as many believed buying drugas was the sole use case for Bitcoin, and it had been nixed out. But everyone knows now, and they knew back then, that buying drugas isn't the sole use case. Now pulling out this cycle, like clockwork, Bitcoin bounced from the July low of 29,800 to an early September peak, once again early September, of about 51,800. This was a pump of nearly 74%. But then the bearish September took over, and by the end, a big crash once again, which took the price down to about $40,000, a crash of 22%, which once again took place at the end of the month. Although this time the crash was caused by China, coming in and banning Bitcoin once again. Another FUD storm, just wrapped up in different paper. And once again, these cycles moving by showed that they constrict as time goes on. The pump and dump in 2013 was more than this cycle in 2021. Pump of 97% 2013, pump of 74% in 2021, FUD dump of 23% in 2013, FUD dump of 22% in 2021. And now let's just jump back to 2013 and expand out that Bitcoin chart further to the end of October. What do you think happened? Parabolic run, and that Silk Road dump was left right behind. By the end of the spooky month, Bitcoin pushed back to $200 from the $100 low, a 100% gain, 1xing in just a month. Now I'm sure you have heard of Plan B, the creator of the S2F model for Bitcoin, which has been scarily accurate regarding the price. Well, Mr. B tweeted his S2F model and some monthly price predictions in June of this year. He was correct with August, 47K. He was dang close with his September 43 call. And his October prediction is calling for Bitcoin to hit 63K. So what would be the percentage increase from the September low if that happened? We hit that number. Well, we hit around 40K in late September to 63K. That would be a pump of 57.5%. Sounds reasonable to me, especially since a pump in 2013 was 100%. Besides this year, I'm sure most of you have heard the news that October is usually very bullish for Bitcoin. That is true, as out of the 8 years since 2013, BTC has been green 6 of those, and already is green this year. We're starting it out good. But if we took the averages of those 8 years, 2020 to 2013, it would be an average gain in October of just 22.3%. If we followed this, Bitcoin would only reach 49,000 by the end of the month. Although this year is special, it can only be compared to 2 other years based on the cycles, 2013 and 2017. And if we took the average of just those 2 months, the percentage gain in October would be 54.3%, putting us right near 63K, Plan B's prediction. Now, there are other indicators too, more technical and not cyclical ones that point to 2013 being just like this year, 2021. There is an indicator called the Pi Cycle Top Indicator, which is pretty dang spot on calling Bitcoin tops. The indicator uses a 111-day moving average and a 2x multiple of the 350-day moving average to predict market tops. When the 111-day moving average, orange line, crosses above the 2x 350-day moving average, green line, it's a signal that the top is in. And as we can see throughout Bitcoin's history, it's been very reliable at calling the tops or being extremely near. Now, zooming into 2013, we can see when the bear crash happened in April of that year, the indicator flashed. It was wrong though. For that cycle, that wasn't the top. It came at the end of the year when the indicator flashed again. And now, pulling out this year, we can see the Pi Cycle indicator during the April bear crash flashed, and the 111-day MA has fallen under. But as we can see, as of the last month, it has been trending back towards the green, the 2x 350-day MA, which signals another top might just be coming. And now, switching those gears, I have something very special for the Chico Army, the launch of an NFT series by Blockchain Leaks NFT contributor and artist Full Metal Magdalene, who is the artist for the first NFT shirt, which will coincide with the BC Leaks launch happening soon. The NFT series is called Crypto Sluts, Them Sloots, and Full Metal is giving away 111 of the NFTs to those that help her out and grow her presence.
Okay, I will not go past that. I don't want to go past that. And I just wanted to share his insights. Is one of my best mentors into the crypto market space. I love him so much. And like I said, he has been doing some good predictions of how the market could be behaving depending on the history. Depending on the history of how we feel that, just a minute. Okay, he was sharing with us how he feels the market will be, since if we look at the prediction of 2013 of the crypto area, how the crypto market space was performing in 2013, dependingly on these months that are about to close the year, how will the crypto market space perform as we get into October? Like you see, if you have not been following the market, ladies and gentlemen, the market has had what we call the drastic change since October started. And just to give you a preamble, if you could be able to follow, I'll go to one of the best platforms I love so much. I'll go to one of the best platforms I love so much that do a lot of analysis of the crypto market space to really look at the future. You know, I usually love sharing the big picture, because if you get the big picture of something, you have reasons to stay longer on the plan. The reasons why so many people jump from one platform to another, because they don't have the sharing of the big picture. Because if you have a big picture about your future, or if you have a big picture about where you are going, then you understand why you are here, why are you here, and where you are going. Makes it a paramount decision for you to stay on something that is legit than jumping into platforms that keep on snatching people's money, because now you understand where you are. Now, we have a platform like RoyalQ, but although we have RoyalQ as a platform, it's very, very important for us to look at the prediction of the future. Because if you get the prediction of the future, you can stand on a solid ground to build a business that is based on facts, or you build a business that is based on understanding how clean your future is. Ladies and gentlemen, if we want to look at the charts of how the Bitcoin prices have been changing, I'm using Mesario, one of the areas. It is purely for like you see, it is It is market intelligence for crypto investors and professionals. So I'm opening one of a suitable site for you this morning. And because I'm opening a suitable site, you look at the Bitcoin, this market area has the ability to provide the current market in seconds. So the current market right now is at 49,524. The Bitcoin price has increased by plus 398%. Now, if we want to look at how the market has been performing, if we check this one here, I want you to notice this. Today in the morning, yesterday on 4th of October, you see that the Bitcoin was at 47,000 US dollars, ladies and gentlemen. As we speak right now, let me show you another example. Now, like Chico has said in his video, that the Bitcoin is no longer as volatile as it was. It is now less volatile. Meaning, since it's now less volatile like it was, once it crosses the barrier, we are going to be entering one of the best areas of us to make huge profit. One of the best areas for us to make huge profit. Now, if this gets into your understanding, I want to go to a small thing I want to handle. How does the application that we have function? How does the application that we have function? Because if you also understand how RoyalQ functions, plus the ability of the market to keep on rising, like you see it, going higher and higher in these last months of the year, then you will have the ability to stand on your feet to drastically go outside there and share the business with other people, okay? Now, let me just go to how the RoyalQ platform works, because it's what I want to give before I go into the API binding. Just a minute, you will bear with me. I'm picking the information a little bit far, but I'll make sure I will do my best to get it faster. Okay, so what I'm saying is that if you understand how the RoyalQ platform works, then it would be very, very easy for you. Now, let us talk about the working principles, okay? The working principles. RoyalQ working principles are very important. One, the strategy currently used is an upgraded version of the martingale strategy, or what we call the ability of the robot to increase the position through post-multiple investment, meaning whenever the market goes down, the robot buys. But now we need also to understand that what about scenarios when the market is going up? Okay, what about scenarios when the market is going up? Now, during, I call it during the upward movement, what happens when the market is going up right now? How does the RoyalQ robot works? Okay. Now, during the upward movement, let me find a better picture to explain this for me. Now, times like now, when we are having an upward movement of the market, I hope my picture is getting clear and better. This is what happens. The robot buys, it sells. Now, so many people were asking me my inbox, Julius, I want to really get my profit. Yes, your profit is in USDT. But when the robot buys and the market increases and it sells, it buys on that new current market price, then it sells. Buys on that new current market price, then it sells. Buys on that new current market, then it sells. Buy, sells, buy, sells, buy, sells, buy, sells. Because you need also to understand that every crypto coin reaches its all high time. When it reaches its all high time, ladies and gentlemen, then the market will go down a bit. Now, what we are looking at is a scenario right now when the market is having what you call an upward movement, or what you call an uptrend. Times like now, when the market's having an uptrend, there is buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling consistently. Now, the question could be, in the times when the market has been having a downward trend, we have been encouraging people, those who want to take decisions about their finances, like I usually say, to having more investment so that the robot can buy more for them when the market is down. I hope so many people very, very soon are going to be receiving significant profits, because the floating loss, yes, it will be there continuing in the market, but now the sales are going to be huge. Because the robot has bought more when the market was down. Now, during times like now, the sales are going to be professionally huge, because there are going to be a lot of selling. Now, what makes a difference between someone who becomes a $100 and someone who uses a robot? If you decide to use a robot, ladies and gentlemen, your potential ability for you to make profit is very amazing. Why? Because there will be continuity of buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling. But if someone was a $100, this is what they could do. If they bought at this price, they need to wait until the coin gets at its all-high time, which could be here, before it goes down. So when you have a robot, the robot doesn't work that way. If it buys, immediately the market goes high, it sells. Then it buys again, not down now at that current price. Then when the market goes high, it sells. Then it buys, then it sells, 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 then it buys, continuously. Now, when the market changes the channel, like it does always, and now has a downward trend. When the market now does what we call a downward trend, the robot will do what we call post-multiple investment. What do I mean by this? Let me make it clear now in a second picture. All right. If you look at this, shows you that the market has reached its all-time high, but now the market is going down. Now what the robot does, during the downward trend, it buys. When the market goes down again, it buys. When the market goes down again, it buys. Now, that's why we say, or that's why maybe the master traders or the sync strategies you use provide you different prices. So what are the different prices? For example, like QQ says, one coin is $225, but the amount of fast buy is 15, meaning he has cared for this coin that you have bought, maybe it is Cardano, that whenever the market will keep going down, the robot will keep on buying more Cardano for you as the market keeps going down. That's why we say, if you seek a strategy, follow what the strategy or the owner of the strategy is telling you. One, I usually talk about the factors of production. What are some of the factors that lead to the robot to give us results? These factors, ladies and gentlemen, I usually divide them in two. I usually tell you we have what you call controllable factors. Okay? I usually talk about controllable factors. And I also talk about non-controllable factors. What are some of the controllable factors that give us ability to keep on making profit? One, your capital, right? If you want to make more profit, increase your capital, because the higher the capital, the higher the profit. Yesterday, I was speaking to one lady. That's why I organized this morning training. was complaining about her $200 investment. And she was saying, I invested a lot, I invested $200. I see people are making profit, but I'm not making profit. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, who of you starts a kiosk shop and expects to earn like someone who has started a mall? Someone has a shopping mall, and you personally have a kiosk, and you want to earn as someone who has what? And someone who has a mall. The difference is, if you want to get more revenue or more profit, please increase your capital. So one of the factors you can control is your capital. If you want to make more profit, increase your capital. I should talk about raising your capital to $1,000. Raise your capital up to $1,000. A friend of mine was telling me, Julius, you are talking like that because you are making money. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I started with only $85. So you can raise your capital. It is a controllable factor too. Time of entry in the market. Okay, with this, let me play a short video. What causes some people to be making profit while others are not making profit, but they're in the same market? I'll play a short video for this. Excuse me, stop sharing a bit. I share again, and I'll visit my yesterday's training that I did on one of the groups. Hope it's this one. And then I'll look through this. I did a short training yesterday. Right, so I'll play this video.
To be educated about what we are selling and what affects its results, okay? Because we're not here selling juice or or supplements, you know. Now, when it comes to the markets, understand that the market is made up of buyers and sellers, okay? These guys. Now, you and I may be using a robot, which means our trades are executed excluding the emotional reaction to the market. But these guys here, these buyers and sellers, they are not using a robot like you and I, which means their reaction to how they execute their trades will be affected by their emotions. Right now, there's a lot happening that will affect the movement of the market or your running trades. You know, you've got Elon Musk who wakes up and tweets something that will not favor Bitcoin. You've got China shutting down on crypto, and you know, Bitcoin miners moving out of China. So there are other fundamental factors that are going to affect price movement. Now let's talk about why right now you may be seeing people in this group having positive trades while your trades are sitting in the red. Understand that the market doesn't move in a straight line, okay? Especially the crypto market, it's volatile. The market goes up, it pulls back. It goes up, it pulls back. Sometimes when it pulls back, it takes longer for it to recover. So let's just say, for argument's sake, when I activated my robot, this is where it opened my trade, okay? Now, I would have been in a profit for a little bit until the market dipped, okay? And then you have somebody who only activated their robot yesterday. So I'm just going to change the color. Who only activated their robot yesterday, and let's just say the robot opened their trade here. They are currently seeing positive trades, and the robot is obviously closing those trades in profit, while you are just sitting with reds in your back office. Why? Because the current price right now is still lower than the price that the robot would have executed your trades. Okay. Now, as it's been explained, it will not close your trades that are still in the red until, okay, remember, this is where your trades open. It will not close your trades that are in the red until the price is above where your trade was opened. But this guy whose trades were open here is comfortably in profit. So let's also understand that my trades and the next person's trades are not going to have the same results, simply because, number one, it's the timing of when our trades were executed. It's the price at which the trade was executed versus the current price in the market. And when it comes to market movement, okay, that is affected by factors that are beyond your control and my control and the robot's control. Okay, the robot is going to respond to opportunities that it is obviously analyzing and seeing in the market. And as it's been said, do not stress about the reds, because the value of your digital assets is still the same. I mean, the amount of your digital assets is still the same. It's just the value that is going to fluctuate, because that's just how the market moves. It goes up, it pulls back. It goes up, it pulls back. Okay, it goes up, it pulls back. It goes up, it pulls back. It goes up, it pulls back. It goes up, and that's it. Okay, so I think, guys, let's just try and get a bit educated. Let's use the back office tools that we have for learning. There are even free tools that you can use to expand your knowledge on trading, on cryptocurrencies, so that you understand the product that you're dealing with. That way, you're not going to have mild heart attacks every.
All right. So let me make some things clear. If you have a question, feel free to put up a hand. Now, what I'm saying, like the previous presenter in the video that you have just listened, the market that we are dealing in is live trading, or what we are doing, ladies and gentlemen, is live trading. When I talk about live trading, I mean that this is a market full of buyers and sellers, like Shah said in the video. But these people have emotions whenever they carry out their decisions. What makes a difference is that you are using a robot-free, meaning it doesn't have emotions on every decision that is taken. Now, this is what is happening, ladies and gentlemen. When you purchase a robot, allow the robot to do the work for you. I want to repeat. When you purchase a robot, allow the robot to do the work for you. My friend yesterday was asking me, Julius, your phone is a 5G phone. I want to know inside, what did they use to make the 5G phone? I told him that is the reason why you're going to be broke for a very long time. We have a 5G phone that has already been made 5G. Now, instead of you and me using the phone to do what it can help us to do, you want to discover how the phone was made. That doesn't help you. It doesn't play any ball to your success. Now, since you have made a decision to purchase the robot, think a strategy and leave the robot to do everything for you. But these issues of people putting themselves in pressure, my robot, my robot, my robot, my robot, this you bought is an intelligent tool. It has been set to buy low and sell high. Sometimes you'll see profits, sometimes you'll not see profits because the robot doesn't control the market. But if you want to see consistent profits every day, increase your capital, period. There are a few steps I usually talk about. If you learn how to do the API binding, and you learn to sync a strategy according to the instructions given to you by the owner of the strategy, you are done. Because 80% of our results are dependently on how the market works out. When I started, I gave you a presume of how we feel the market will be from one of my beloved mentors, Cyrpto. And he talked about the ability of the market in 2013, its behavior, and how the market could be now. But the robot doesn't do its decisions depending on the past. It does what you call live trading. When the market is down, it buys. When the market's up, it sells. Now, sync the strategy. Now, as I'm going to listen to this question, I want to end with this. Your trading profits will be affected by two major factors. One, the market and your capital. If you want to increase your profits, increase your capital. Period business. There are a few things you need to learn. One, the API binding. Two, sync the strategy. And then leave the robot to do everything for you. Make sure you have enough gas fees, because if the gas fees goes to $2, if the fuel goes to $2, the robot stops working. Now, if you check in your asset, where's the asset, Julius? Let me share my screen. If I open my Royal queue, like you see as I come to the end of today's training, there is up here, API binding, revenue, rewards, invite. Okay, down here, there is home. Down here, there is home. There is quantitative, circle, news, mine. Okay, how do you sync a strategy? You come on circle, pick any of your choice. My recommended ones, I usually talk about the QQ strategy is one of my strategies I recommend. I also usually recommend the Avengers. I usually also recommend the AI bot. I usually now recommend these days the AI bot. I usually recommend the Crypto Bull. Any of your choice of those, sync the strategy and leave the strategy to do everything for you. If you understand and you have crypto trading skills, you can be able to pick coins yourself and do everything for yourself. Now, what you need usually to check is to see if you have enough balance in your asset. As simple as that. If it is there, the robot will continuously keep on taking off 20% whenever it makes profit for you. If that gets into your mind and you understand the two factors that control the production of your profits is the capital, and ladies and gentlemen, and the market. If you want to earn more, increase your capital. Now, what are some of the areas you can use to increase your capital, ladies and gentlemen, across the world? One, share the business. Why? Why do I share the business? Because my profits from my business, by opening up my mouth and talking to people, is not affected by the market. The more people you share the business with, the more money you make. So it's up to you, ladies and gentlemen, if you are ready to go out of your comfort zone and go and talk to people. I'm about to close 4 months in business, and it's coming to close to 40,000 US dollars. 4 months in business, 40,000 US dollars. Most of my money comes from talking to people, sharing my link. Yes, I understand there are people who are making good money in trading, but their capital is huge enough. So if you are still making $10, $5, $10, it's good profit per day. But if you want to earn more, increase your capital. How do you increase your capital? You open your mouth, share the business. What are the 3 things I base on as I share my business? One, when I found Royal Q, where your capital and your profit remains in your wallet, that was a major factor. Why? Because I come from returns on investment, where in the returns of investment that I was doing, I send my money to another company. Today, I shared a post on my WhatsApp from one of the entrepreneurs I know across the world. Let me just read it. Let me just read it in just 1 minute, okay, on my status. This is one of the entrepreneurs I know. Those in South Africa, you know this guy called Vusi. He says, crypto is the future, but make sure you are dealing with vetted people and companies that know what they are doing. But very But every early technology, it attracts a lot of and several elements. In the early days of the internet, that was 1992, it attracted scammers who stole people's money. Anytime you have knowledge symmetry, the system is open to abuse. This is why regulators are so important to reduce the knowledge asymmetry premium. He says, 1, do your own research. 2, ask the right question. 3, do your own research on the team behind the opportunity. 4, find out about the use cases. Read the white paper, join discussion boards, Reddit groups, and club chats to understand the technology. Check their bona fides. Then he says, do not invest your money with anyone guaranteeing you a return. People are losing money every day, but even with advice not to join any return on investment, they don't feel it. If you see a guarantee, run. Crypto is exciting, but crypto and blockchain, both still frontier technologies, do not allow the fear of missing out. Ladies and gentlemen, so many people, you are being given opportunities where people tell you you are losing out. What are you losing? Yes, you are losing your money. That's my question this morning. Someone gives you an opportunity and tells you'll be earning 200%, they'll be paying you $99 per day. They are using your money, but after getting their capital of $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, they close. So you need to learn the basics of the business, ladies and gentlemen, and take a decision to the future you deserve by having legit opportunities like Royal Q, where your money, ladies and gentlemen, is professionally or is paramountly in your wallet, and you are not sending your money to anyone. That should be a platform that all leaders that are listening to me this morning could go outside there and talk to people, those that are interested into the crypto market space, to secure their money in their Binance or in their hobby, connect a robot at only $120 and keep on making money. And as you do this, I assure you will have financial freedom. As you do this, I assure you're going to be making money. As you do this, but you don't even to be very skilled. Teach people how to do API binding, teach people how to sync the strategy, and let the robot do everything for them. As simple as that. It's a simple formula. Invite them for Zoom to learn the opportunity, let them do the API binding, sync the strategy, let the robot do everything for them. Now, 2, the second reason I best want to share this business is that the affiliate program. When you decide to share the business as a V1, you earn $30 to everybody you talk to. When I was invited to look at the businesses and gentlemen, when I had only $85 and I realized I have so much dreams and goals I wanted to pursue, I made a decision to talk to as many people because everybody I talked to was getting $30. That was so sweet and nice. But everybody I earned $30, the robot trades for them. Period. Simple business. No complication. 2, withdrawals are instant. Yesterday, I was doing a discussion on a certain platform. Let me share again. This is the last one. I think I did the training on this platform. And I shared something that, that I would love to share again here. Someone was complaining about little returns. Okay. Someone was, I think it's this one. Someone was complaining about little returns. I'm earning little. Increase your capital. But this is my take of today. I invested this money in one platform. Over $16,530. It was a return on investment. And up to now, the withdrawals from this platform I joined are still, ladies and gentlemen, per pending. The withdrawals are still pending up to now. If you have done a return on investment, you understand when I talk about pending withdrawals, ask upline, ask support, it keeps on pending and pending and pending and pending. At first they pay, but later they changed. I joined another platform where they said now the Bitcoin is going high, we are stopping paying you. But the previous one of carbon token that I also joined, they told us the Bitcoin is down, now we are changing the payment system. Oh my God. But people still keep on doing these companies. It is high time you stop promoting such and build a stable business with royalty because it is a dependable platform. Okay, now let me pick our leader's question and call it a day. All right. Yes, Robert.
Hello, Julius. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir.
Okay, I'm good. Good morning. I'm good. And you, Mr. Julius?
I'm doing fine, sir.
I'm calling from Nigeria. No,
Okay,
understand. Great. Okay. Somebody invited me to this link on Sunday, and I'm part of it today. I actually enjoyed your class. And the Crypto is something that is the business of the day. Understand? But one thing I want to know is that I enjoyed your class and I want to be part of it actually. You understand? Knowing that is the only headway to the outcomes of unemployment and the poverty level in Africa. Understand? But the quite unfortunate that we have little who is knowledgeable in that area, but especially here in Nigeria, as the case may be. So I want to know how can I be a part of this? Understand? I heard you talk about the API binding. I heard you talk about the market environment and the things we can do into marketing and bringing people on board and other things, increase your capital of your thing. So this is my very first time of be part of this class. Understand? You have talked a whole lot of things, but I want to know how can I have a detailed information about this so that I can do my own research and the condition of being part of the platform. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Leader Robert. Before you mute yourself, are you still in touch with the person who invited you? Because that is very important.
Yes. He's my colleague.
Okay, so it is very important that person sends you a link, you register, download royalty, then you can be able to take it through the next steps.
Okay, but can he provide me? Hello, can you hear me?
I provide you with what?
Can he provide me with the necessary information, as in information in terms of the soft code, like some of this slide you shared? Understand? Some of this slide, can I have access to it from him or from you? And how can I be a WhatsApp? I want to have a WhatsApp page, find your WhatsApp page or your Facebook so that I can have a one-on-one interaction or what we call the mentoring from you, because I want to succeed even as you are succeeding in the business.
Right, but before you seek the mentorship from me, go back to the person who has invited you, get the registration link, register, activate your robot. That's the first qualification. Then you can personally look for me, either on Facebook, either on WhatsApp, or on Telegram, and I'll talk to you. But you just need to first go and activate your robot.
Okay.
So what you do, go back to the person who invited me, he invited you, and get his link, register, because I'm not the one who invited you, my brother. I'm not supposed to take them that are not mine. All right? But knowledge is free. I got this knowledge from a person for free.
Okay. And it's the same knowledge.
I'm not telling information. So what you do, go back to the person who invited you, get the link from that person, activate the robot. That person will earn a bonus of $30, but knowledge from me is free. You can be able to check me up. Let me show you on one of my Facebook accounts.
Okay.
That's how it looks like. So check it up.
Okay, let me take it down. Let me take it down.
Be able to activate your robot.
I will do that. I will do that in shortest possible time.
All right.
But I do not take the Facebook. Facebook, you say Cabana Julius.
Yes, it's Cabana Julius.
Okay. Okay, I will link you up on Facebook. Thank you.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, everybody. The challenge is that this Zoom does not allow people to chat up. Quickly, if you have a question, please put up your hand and we shall be able to help you. We are trying to minimize the scammers that usually take advantage of that platform that inbox people and they disturb them with a lot of things. So we are reducing that. Yes, Paul. Yes, Leader Paul.
Yes, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. For me, I'm not asking a question. It's just point of appreciation. It's my first time to attend. I'm from Rwanda, and actually, I'm really glad for this. And I hope to go on, and soon I hope I will be in a business. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, I would love to come to the end of our session. I'll just ask you to keep on checking up our continuous remarks we run on our simple YouTube channel. And there's a YouTube channel I run personally, and it is called Crypto Ambassador Team Eagles International. Check it up. We are live right now on this page. So check it up, ladies and gentlemen. Today it has been our morning crypto lessons. It is called Crypto Ambassador Team Eagles International, and you'll be able to get some continuous messages that we provide for you time over time. So with that, allow me end our session today. God bless you and have a nice day.